You're live.
Chris, mama tea.
Sugar. And everybody can see your cup of tea now. No, they can't. We're back.
Oh.
We're back. We're up and running.
Chris.
Sorry. Is everybody horrified?
Hi everybody. Evening. Just getting
Ready because she's
ready.
unorganised.
I am tonight.
Who's that? Andrew Brown. Hi. Hi, ladies.
Hi, see?
Oh, right. I'm a lady now.
Yeah,
Woo!
you're a lady. Not much of a lady, but you are a lady, I suppose. Where's that all going?
Well, I can be a lady if you want me to be.
Hiya, Gargoyle. Hiya, Angie. Hiya, Angie Brown. Hello, Donna. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Polly. Right. Now, I'm going to bring you down a little bit because I'm doing something quite special tonight. I was debating on whether to do it or not, and then I thought, shall I, shan't I? It is, I'm using my circuit. It's called something else, circuit something. Yeah, no, it's just a circuit. It cuts shapes out. Chris is still singing in the background. He's so putting me off. I'm going to kill him now in a minute. Right. Yes, back to what I was saying. Circuit machine. Had mine given to me. Hiya, Deanna. I had mine given to me. And I had mine given to me with cartridges, the tools, you name it, it was given to me. And only just recently, I've found out what it actually does. So, Angie says, oh, I want to see how this works. That's exactly why I'm doing it tonight, because you all remember, now I don't know whether you will, so I'm going to show you again. Do you remember me making this? I think I made it last week. I'm sure I made it last week. And I used the heart, and I said I used the heart from my machine. Well, I'm going to show you how the machine works, what shapes it cuts out, and then we're going to make something with it, of course. Otherwise, I'm going to land up with a load of shapes. Now, say hi, Heath. Hi, Heath. My dog has come next to me. See if I can zoom round. Heath, come here, boy. Come here, boy. Can everybody see my dog? This is what he does every live I go on. This is how he is. He nudges my hand, and that's where he sits. I'm going to zoom you back round. Now you've said hello to everybody, can I carry on? Thank you. Right, so, got some shapes. Right, I've got some shapes. Now in front of me, I've got some cogs. Shannon's going to be dead jealous because she didn't realise I had cogs. And they've all been cut up by this machine. So, you've got ones that you can hang up. You can make as big or as little as you like. As complicated or as little as you want it to be. So those are my cogs. So as I'm showing you, I'm going to put them back in the bag. I'm going to make some fresh ones tonight. Holly says, oh sweet dog. His name is Heath, and every night when I'm doing live, he nudges my arm and I'm like, let go, let go. So I've got some in front of me. These are some leaves. And like I say, I'm going to put them back in the bag as I'm going along. I've got a little house, all cut out by this machine, of course. A pair of lips. I'm sorry, I had to resist. I had to do that. Some snowflakes. Nice, decent sized snowflakes as well. Like I say, you can make as small or as big as you want. got some puzzles, and they do interlock. So if you wanted to join them up, you can do. There isn't... He does. He's by my side every day. He doesn't leave me alone. So there's some puzzles, shapes. Then with this machine, you can actually put letters in each puzzle. So say, for example, we wanted to write cat. Just say, for example, we could write C in that one, A in that one, and T. But we couldn't just write the word. We can stitch it. I'll show you what I mean by stitching. But those are the puzzles. Then you've got like a puzzle with a shape inside. Then you've got some butterflies, some hearts. It's all entwined into one. This one is actually the cogs that I first showed you, except the background is block, what they call a block background. So you only see the sort of the cutout of the shape. But you can make them as cogs, you can make them as flowers, you could cut another one out, one out of the cogs on top. There's all sorts you can do. Now, I've been buying these, and I didn't realise my machine did them. So, today, while I was cutting out all these shapes, some of them I've cut out today, some of them I cut out the other day, I went, oh, spools, lovely. Huh, I should have found that sooner, because... I'll show you something real. If I can find one in my box. Oh, let me see if I can find one in my box. Oops. Right, these. Yeah. Colette's been buying these. Now, these are tilde ones. Remember what I said about paying for the name rather than the actual shape? These are the spools that cut out on the machine. As you can see, they got more of a pattern on each side. These are free, you only pay for the paper. These are in a packet. A little less than £6. It does come with other things. Of course it does. But yeah. So when I was cutting out these, I was like, I wish I knew about these sooner. Then you've got hands. So say you wanted to do a little kiddie's little card. You can. So you've got the shape of the hands. And then my favourite ones, cups of tea. Because who doesn't love a cup of tea? Actually, I've actually got one on my desk today. Cup of tea. Then I've got a tag, so I don't have to cut any more out. Made one in green. Then you get like shapes that you can make use of. That looks to me the shape of a suitcase. Then you get sort of frames, a bauble, just the shape. I could go for the pattern. There is a pattern to it. Then you get sort of the really complicated ones. Let me show you. And it doesn't matter what ones you pick. You're not sitting there. All you're doing is sitting there pressing buttons. So these are actually petals. These big ones are actually petals, but you could use them for leaves. And then you've got the heart, which is there. And then the butterfly, which is tiny. There. I'm going to put them back in my thing, and then I'm going to show you the big ones. And then I'm going to show you what the machine does. Put that over there, so I don't need that. Then you get machine patterns like these. Now this measures 1 inch. It is literally 1 inch by 1 inch, and it comes out the machine like so. And when you fold it in half, you've got a little mini card. Now, for anybody that does miniatures, you know that these type of cards you could put on a mantelpiece. You could use anything for them. Or you can go a little bit bigger, and again, this measures 2 by 1.5. Again, it comes out of the machine like that. You fold it in half, and you've got a much bigger card. So there's those. Oh, another snowflake. Now, this reminds me of the 3 feathers what I mean by that is on the Welsh flag, no, it's not on the Welsh flag. Let me get this right now. 3 feathers. Oh, right. Let me think. Rugby. Anybody's ever heard of rugby? It's a bit like basketball, and they wear the 3 feathers. Shannon, help me out. Where would you usually see 3 feathers? Because that's what it reminds me of. You'd usually see them on rugby shirts, like football shirts. I'm glad Shannon's here. She'll be able to tell you. But that's what it reminds me of. Okay. On a 2p piece. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you very much. So remember me showing you that was a lot smaller, and that's it. Prince of Wales, Polly. There we are. I was thinking on like rugby shirts and on things like that, but yeah, Prince of Wales and on 2p piece. See, I should have got that right. Oh no, never mind. So I remember I showed you a little version. I've done it a bit bigger so you see the frame. This one I'm going to fold out. Has got the sides, the bottom and all that. And when you fold, obviously you could do it on your scoring board. You score the sides, you bring the top up, and you've made yourself a little envelope, all by this machine. So that's some of the shapes. Now, I say some, there's absolutely hundreds. I've got to open this window again because Chris is going to peel me off. Sorry, boy. I have to open a window. I know you don't mind. Sorry if I nudged the table then. Right. Now, I'm going to put my paper to one side for the second. And I'm going to explain to you what I've got in front of me. Let me see. Okay. Right. With the machine, now you can, I think when it comes with the machine, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's different. It's always, it's not the same cartridge that comes with the machine. Must the machine be connected? No, it doesn't connect to a computer. You can connect it to a computer, but it doesn't have to be in order for it to work. So this, I'm just thinking, shall I do the machine first or shall I do the ink cartridges? I'll do these first. Right. So I have got 4. Can I see 3 there? But I have actually got 4. And you're thinking, where's the 4th? Right, this is my 4th one. Now, the cartridges can be quite expensive. You've got to look round basically to get the right price, because they can range anything, I don't know, up to £40–50. But if you buy them at the right price, you can pick them up for £10. And I've picked 3 up. Shannon will help me because Shannon was the lady who told me about this gentleman on eBay, and he sells these cartridges. Now, if they've all disappeared tonight, I know you ladies have gone to eBay. I can't remember him offhand though. Hiya, Divana. So yeah, I've paid for 3. They haven't come yet, but when they do come, I will show you on my next live. And the ones I've paid for are £10 each. But let me just open one up, right? So this one is the ABC. That's what it's called. Some cartridges are all font, so you can have like different size font, different writing, numbers with it. Some cartridges you can have font and shapes. Some cartridges are just shapes, all different types of shapes. Just thousands of different types of shapes. This one, that's it, thank you, Shannon. This particular cartridge is just lettering. So you can have different font lettering. And when you turn it over, it has got a few shapes to it, but not that many that you would think, oh, right, okay, I can go for that one because it's got shapes. Now, as you can see at the back, they show you like, you know when you look on the back of a book, it gives you like a really brief description, actually what is on the cartridge. This is not even touching the iceberg. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of patterns, fonts, everything on just one cartridge. So when you get the cartridge, it does come in a box like this. And each cartridge, like I say, is different. And when you open it up, you've got a little handbook that basically tells you, if we flick to the first one, basically tells you how to get each font up, how to bring a shape up. So if I flick to, let me think, it shows you how to do some cards. So if I flick, say, to, where's the letter A? Here it is. A. It's giving me different size fonts. Now, if you look really closely, this one has got a bit of a shadow, which makes it a lot thicker. This one is called a cartoon shadow. Think of like writing on cartoons. This one is serifs, that's what it's called. This one's holy cow, cartoon, and short stack. So there's different fonts for different, because these are your, this would be like your pattern then. Now that's your, and all through the booklet is all different ways of different lettering. You can join your letters up, you can have them separate. So we're going to practice it all tonight, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's even got, on this one, it's actually got shapes. So if you wanted to do a card, for instance, you could, because when you fold it, you're left with that at the front and this at the back. So as you can see, there's just, I mean, this is like just touching the iceberg. They wouldn't be able to put all the patterns in a book. Let me just say that, because there's so many patterns to one cartridge. You could have just one cartridge and have days and years of fun with it. So, you know, you've, like I say, so that's the ABC cartridge. Also then in the box, you get the cartridge itself. Now, they call it a cartridge, but it's not like an ink cartridge. It's more of a data, like a pattern cartridge. So it's got no ink in it at all. It works on like a chip thing, the inside, just on the inside here. It works on the chip thing. So when you put it into the machine, it picks up the fact you've put this cartridge in the machine. So it's not ink, so you don't have to fill it up, you don't have to do anything with it. So there's your cartridge, and then you get a keyboard. Now they are rubber keyboards. When you get a cartridge, make sure that you're matching the keyboard up with the cartridge. Otherwise you're going to be like, it'll go over your head because you're not going to be able to work. It'd be almost me putting like my phone and my tablet in, but trying to get pictures off my phone. But I've put my, do you know what I mean? I don't know whether I'm explaining it right. If you haven't got the two things connected, it's not going to pick it up, basically. I think I have the one with the snowflakes. Oh yeah, that is really nice, Angie. Not a bad day, thank you, Davina. Right, so that's the ABC one. And like I say, there's thousands of patterns just on one cartridge. The other one I've got is called Paper Lace 2. Now, you can get specific cartridges to do specific things. So say if I wanted Word one, I'd get the ABC one. But this one does more of a pattern. It does do lettering, but this one's concentrating on more of a pattern side of the coin rather than the writing. So when I flick it over, you can see like they've got all like sentimental wording at the bottom, like thinking of you, get well soon, celebrate, things like that. Then you've got all your patterns, and this is just a part of it. It's not touching the iceberg. So again, when you open it up, this one is a bit different to the first one. You get your book, which it tells you what button to press here. So you've got a picture of the keypad. It tells you what button to press to get each pattern up. And you just flick through to get what you want to get. And like I say, the patterns on here is not even touching the iceberg in the booklet, because there's so much stuff. It's just wow, you know what I mean? It'd keep you busy all the time. And in here I found those reels. So you just keep going and going and going. Now, where did I find the reels? Is my question. They are in here somewhere because I did spot them. There's the cogs, look. Remember I showed you the picture of the stamp out of the cogs? See, they are in here somewhere because I have seen them. There they are. There's the cotton reel. So it's giving you the picture of the actual shape rather than what's on it. So this one's more of a shape pattern. So Paper Lace 2, this one's called. It's wonderful. Don't have one. Oh, Angie, you don't have one. I love my Circuit Cricut crate machine. Well, I'm calling mine the Ladybug Circuit because she doesn't stab me, she don't burn me. So she's the Ladybug. She's gentle. She's very good. So that's why I've called her the Ladybug. Does the machine cost a lot? Well, I was really lucky when I had mine. I had mine for nothing. I was really, really, really lucky. I was didn't expect it, and the lady wasn't using it, and she said, "You want just to have it." Now I have looked before I've come online today, and they can be expensive, right? But if you have a look round, just like you would your lace or your beading or your appliques, you can get one at about a good price. A good price would range from £150 to £200, but that's depending on whether it's working, whether you've, make sure that it's working wherever you're getting it from. Have a look in your local charity shops, because like I say, I was really, really lucky when I had mine, but I have seen them in charity shops. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just nobody knows how to use them, because there isn't hardly any videos on YouTube. I mean, I was having a look today at to see whether there was, and there isn't, which is why I'm doing one tonight. Mine secondhand came with 8 cassettes, papers, and lots of extras. Mine came with extras, but like I say, I didn't pay for anything. But have a look. I did see a couple on eBay, brand spanking new, around about 150 mark, and you do get the cartridge, some of the cartridges to go with it. Once you have it, you've got it for life. You can cut vinyl, you can cut paper, card, fabric, you name it, you can cut it. So it is worth a big investment if you like getting your shapes out. I love doing shapes. I love working with different things, making things 3D, things like that. So, like I say, it's a really good investment. I hope that answers your question. Mine's second hand. Yes, it does. I just read that, yeah. So, this one, again, rubber keyboard and the cartridge. So, that's this one. Then this one, because like I say, the lady gave it to me, I didn't have the handbook. And only today, I figured out how to get those shapes up. There's tons of shapes on this one. This one's actually called Don Juan. Donjuan. These are not ink cartridges, the data ones. They've got tons on them. But you see the shapes like the lips, the house. Those are the shapes I showed you right at the beginning. I found out today how to switch it. Because if you have a look on the keypad, you've got the letters. And then you've got the shape above them. And you think, how the heck do I get the shapes up? I figured out how to do it. So that's that one. But when you buy your cartridges, they do come with the book, and if they don't, on the Circuit website you can download the handbook for free, and then you've got it on paper. How long does a cartridge last? Forever. Because it's not ink, it's data. It's like, let me think. It would be almost like, if you imagine a laptop, but it not ever breaking down. Does that sound about right? Imagine a laptop, but you don't have to knock it, you don't have to do anything to it. You just put in your data from these little cartridges, and they last for years, because the data on the cartridges don't go missing, they don't get deleted, they don't get lost. They just stay on the cartridge. As long as you look after your little cartridge and it's put away properly in its case, then they can last. The only thing I would say is that if the little chip thing gets damaged inside, you ended up buying another cartridge, because that little chip thing is what gives the machine the data. If that makes sense. Someone needs to do a video on it. I know how to use it, but I would want to watch it. Well, that's what I'm going to do tonight, Angie. It's a sort of program. Yeah, that's right, Gargoyle, it is. Linked cartridges are second hand, but they are usable. Yeah, it lasts a long time. Okay, thanks. Right, this one is called Winter Lace, and this one comes, this was a limited edition, so I don't know whether they've got it anymore, but if they have, I'd say go and get it, because Christmas is coming up. So that's all sort of the snowflakes. Now the beauty with this one is that you can, well, you can almost do it with all of them, but with this one you can sort of link, what I mean by link the snowflakes, so you've got 1 and 2, and you can link them together to do a 3D snowflake. Because if you think of Christmas and you got them hanging on your tree, they would look stunning. And it shows you all the different snowflakes you could possibly have. And then up the top, right up the very top, these are the various variation of sizes. Now it goes all the way from 1 inch all the way to 25 inches. But this is where the machine comes in, because some machines are A3, some machines like mine are 6 by 12, which I wouldn't be able to go up by 25 inches because it only goes up by 12. But you can get the machines that do an A3, I think it's A3 or A4, a lot bigger, so you could go up to 25. Now, Angie, so now, I'm going to do it now. So that's the keypad. If you notice, there's no buttons here because you don't need them, because it's all, remember I said right at the very start, you get some cartridges that are patterned, some that are font. This one is all patterned, no font. This is that one. And then of course you get the little cartridge. Now, while I'm getting myself ready, what cartridges would you like me to start off with? I'll do a bit of everything, but I will go with the flow tonight, so it's totally up to you. These are my cartridges. I've got the Winter Lace one, so it's the Christmas one. The Don John, which has got the lips, the envelope, the leaves, the petals, the house, all that type of thing, and I showed you right at the start. This is the paper lace, so all the fancy lace patterns, and then you've got the font, so you guys pick which one you'd like to do. Snowflake and cogs. Right, okay, I'll go with snowflake first, and then I shall do cogs for you, Shannon, because I was doing it today and I thought, do you know, Shannon's going to be well jazzed because I got cogs. So I'm going to move this on my way. Move this on my way. Now, the other thing I've got while I'm setting up is mine came with this, but I found out today I know, I didn't think she liked cogs. We'll do snowflake, cogs and lace. Just remind me to do it that way, right? Mine came with this. Now, this to buy would cost about £25. And it's basically, you open it up and you've got all the tools you need to take your pattern off your mat. So you've got a little scoring board, you know, little scorer. You've got these, which I'll keep one out because we will need them. These are your, I forgot what they're called now, the scrapers to scrape your patterns off. So we'll leave one out. You've got these palettes, which if you're going for fancy, we will need a couple of palettes just to get your pattern off your mat. Pair of scissors. This comes with a craft knife and spare blades. Now, let me just count one. It should be, yeah, there's 3 blades in there. I'm carefully doing it. 3 blades in there and there's 1 blade in there. So there's 4 blades brand new altogether. I'm going to stick that back in there. Then this side, and he poked me today, are these little gadgets. This has got like a hook, but it's really, really sharp. It is sharp on the end. This is for poking your little patterns out. Because although the machine's cutting it, you know, the little things that are not connected to your pattern, you want out. And then this little one is curved. It's got a bit of a point, but it's not as sharp as this one. And then obviously the palette. So we're going to keep the scraper out because that's what we'll need. Now I did have, right, and then the other thing you'll need is this. These are called Circuit Tools Cutting Mat. It's made of really hard rubber because the little it's almost like a little blade. It dots down like this. You need something. These are actually for this machine, and it stops the pattern. Say the pattern goes off the paper slightly. They would stop the blade from going all the way through because it is pure rubber. It's really hard rubber. So when you buy these, they come in 2 in a set, and I shall tell you how much they are because I did it today. Let me see if I can. Okay, so these mats are Circuit Standard grip mats. That's what they're called. Now I had a look on Amazon, but I'm sure there's other places that will do them. They come in a pack of 2, £9.99, so that's £10 free postage. But you get 2 mats and it lasts quite a long time. I've got a bit of a trick to make them last a little bit longer. But they do wear out because of that little blade. If you imagine it's cutting all patterns out, this is probably the only thing out of everything that you're going to replace, that and the little blades. The other thing I've got beside of me, this is called Crafter's Companion Stick and Spray. Now I did briefly show it on the last video. This spray, and I'm going to spray my mat as we speak, it gives the paper, it gives this the tackiness it needs so that the paper doesn't move when it's cutting the holes out. So you want it a fair distance away from your sheet because whatever you're going to spray it on will make it tacky. So I'm just going to move it and spray it because otherwise it's going to go on my mat. You don't need a lot. This spray is, like I say, Stick and Spray Crafter's Companion Spray. £6.99 free postage off Amazon. That's probably the other thing you'd need to buy, but I had a full bottle and there's that much left in the bottle because you're not spraying I tend to spray every time I go on, but not, you wouldn't necessarily have to spray every time. So I've cut my paper. Now this sheet, because of the machine size, it's 6 by 9, which means it's 6 inches wide, 9 inches in tall, if you know what I mean. So I need to put my paper on the mat. There's this little green corner. Now that little green corner is where your piece of paper needs to be. Don't worry if it doesn't reach the top, which mine doesn't. But if you got it there, then the machine can pick up where your paper is. And by that, I will show you what I mean now. So we're doing the snowflakes version now. Shall we set snowflakes? Okay, so we've got the patterns in front of me, I've got the keyboard, and then I've got the ink. So this is the machine. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit just for you guys to see. It flicks up. Mine's actually got a handle, so it's easy to lift when it's already, you know, in storage. I can easily lift it, which means I'm not breaking my back. So lift the... Gargle says, sorry, I already missed something. Did you spray the glue on the piece of paper you're going to use? No, I sprayed it away from my mat because I just moved that there. Underneath here is my green cutting mat. And if I was to spray this on there, I'd never get anything off this mat. The stick and spray doesn't get sprayed on the paper. It gets sprayed on the mat. Now, if you notice, I can't... Can you hear that tackiness? That's the spray, which means that when the machine's feeding the paper through and back and forth, it's not going to move. But yeah, it's called Stick and Spray Crafter's Companion from Amazon, $6.99, free postage. I'm going to bring this forward a little bit. Now you need room at the front and room at the back, because what happens is the mat and the paper gets feeded back and forth, and then when you're on your next pattern, it gets feeded back, it does its own little pattern or whatever you've put in, and then it gets feeded back again. So you need that gap at the back for it to work. No, you don't have to. I do spray mine, Angie. I just find that it helps, but it's personal preference at the end of the day. If you didn't want to, then you don't have to, but I just find it helps with the paper. So I'm opening my machine as we speak. Now this is what the machine looks like inside. Right inside, now I don't know whether, yeah, you can see it, but here is the little blade. Now it's on like a little bobbin a sewing machine would be on, and it, even though it goes across, it drops down, does the machine, and brings back up, so it does bob up and down. But on it is a little dial. Now I don't know whether you can see it, but it's actually on 5 at the minute. It goes up to 6. I like putting mine on 5, and the smaller the number, the higher the number, the thicker the card or the fabric or something that you're putting in. So say I was putting in that sticky stuff, I can't remember, you would put on your kitchen cupboards. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, Fablon? I can't remember. You can buy it from Wilkinson's, and you sort of peel back and you can stick it on your kitchen cupboards. Well, you can use it in this machine too. So you would put that on 1 because it's thin. Vinyl, thank you, Shannon. You'd put that on 1 because it's thin. Your paper, say I was putting in really thin piece of paper. I don't know, have I got a piece of paper around me? Let me think. Right, that's paper. It's really, really thin. That would go on 2, 3. Now, the card I'm using is quite thick, so I'll be needing this little blade to work a little bit harder because my card is a little thick. If you're using fabric, you want it to 5 to 6. Now look, my machine goes up to 6. And when I get my new blades, because I have ordered new blades, now the blades last up to about 12 to 18 months. I will be showing, whether it'll be on live or a separate video, how to change the blades, because that's just as important as having all the fun. So my machine is on 5 at the minute. Then next door we've got speed, how fast or how slow you want your piece of paper to go in and out. The pressure, so how much pressure you want the needle to work. I won't know what each thing is on until my machine is on. So it's better to do all this, especially like the size, the speed, the pressure when the machine's on. But as far as the little blade, don't do that when it's on. Here next to me is the size. Now, like I say, I'm still learning about this machine, but I thought I'd share what I know so far. So the next to me is the size. Now, year by year is the beauty bit of it going. How big it goes, how you can have 1 inch, you can have 1/2 inch, you can have 3/4, and it comes up on this little dial in the machine. So this is how I would change my size. Hi Sonja. So that's sort of these 3 buttons there. Now I'm going to close it because there was a question about it linking to the computer. If I turn it that way, this works by a plug. It is quite long, the lead. Can't think off the top of my head how long it is, but it is quite a long lead. So you've got 2 ports here. You've got a USB port and you've got your port where you would put your wire in. Now the USB port, there is a program, and Shannon will help me with this because it was Shannon that told me about it the other day, that you can download on your computer. You could link a USB lead. So a USB lead would be like, you guys know what a USB lead is, yeah? I haven't got one around me, but it'd be the lead that connects it to the computer. And basically you would put a USB port lead in here, in the little port there, plug it into your computer, and then you can use the program that's on the computer. But you'd also still need to put in, you can link to your PC to the current design space software. That's it. Thank you very much, Shannon. But you'd still need to put this little plug in. Now this little plug goes in there, and then it plugs in. Mine's plugged in an extension lead. So I'm going to just put it down. This is where the paper comes out as well. So where's my keyboard? Right, the keyboard goes over these buttons. Now it does fit firmly, it doesn't move, you can't move it, but you can press all the buttons that you need. It's got all the snowflakes on there. Now mine's got, like I say, I'm still learning, mine's got next to you. Now these buttons you can't move. It's got portrait, fit to page, audio fill, center point, and flip. Now the flip bit, I do know that I can flip my paper and use the other side if I want to. These fit to page is obviously fitting it to the actual piece of paper, but as for those 3 buttons, as of yet I don't know. Take pictures later. Pictures, Sonja? Of what, my darling? Have I missed something? Right, so my little data, we're going to call it a cartridge, but there's no ink in there, right? That goes in there. Now the writing of the ink, of the cartridge needs to be facing you. It will, if it goes that way, it's not going in. So you'll know which is the right, which is the wrong way. Now, these machines come in various different sizes, different colours, but they all work the same way. Now, to knock it on, I just press on, and I need to put the plug in, dopey. Right. Oh, it's working, it's working. That's the roller in the machine. It's just going round to tell me, it comes up with what circuit it is. So it said it was, I'm going to knock VO1. So it's a circuit VO1 and it's all is okay. Love how you're explaining it all. Thanks so much. Oh, I'm so glad. I was a bit nervous how I would explain this. So I'm glad that it's coming across, that you're understanding it. Because I got a bit nervous today thinking, oh, am I going to explain it right? But thank you. It means a lot. So yeah. Now you can leave your ink cartridge and your keyboard on there. Just knock it off, put it up, and you can carry it. The only thing is, and I would say this, that's where that little gap there it is, because it goes around that ink cartridge to keep it there. Personally myself, I like to put it back in its box or its container or whatever it is that it belongs. I wouldn't necessarily keep it in my machine. Not for any other specific reasons, I just wouldn't. Salvage Garden, doing good, Colette. Thank you, Shannon. Salvage Garden Creations. Afternoon and evening, Colette and everyone. Wow, I don't have any of that. I have a bunch of different papers, fabric I want to play with. Well, hopefully, I can get you going on getting one of these. So, like I say, one of these is our patterns. We've got our patterns on there. Now, there's a certain way the mat goes in too. Now, if you notice, on one side of the mat, you've got, it's where you can hang it up on a nail or somewhere. You've got like a little hook, and then the other side of the mat, so our corner piece is at the corner there. That's where our paper needs to belong. And then you've got an arrow here, and it says insert this side into the machine. So you'll never get lost of which way it's going in. So I'm going to put this in now. And I'm only placing it in front of the roller. So I'm going to tip it up a little bit. Can you see I'm just placing it in front of the roller? On my keyboard then, it says load mat. So when I load the mat, the roller's feeding the mat into the machine. Sorry, I can't read. Can't you read about my parcel? Can't you read about my parcel? Oh, you had it this afternoon. Your parcel this afternoon. Is that what you're saying, Sonja? Can you read about my... I'm lost, my darling. Do you mean my parcel to you? Is that what you had this afternoon? I'll take pictures later. Alright, I think it's that you're on about. Thank you, if you could. Alright, I missed it. I'm sorry, Sonja. I'm really sorry. Yeah, okay, I'll look out for them. So it's feeding it into the machine. Now, these arrows next door are up, down, left, right, and then they go at an angle. So you can go any angle you want. Basically, the arrows are telling the blade where to go. So I need to bring my blade down to the corner of my paper. So I'm going to bring it just to the corner. That's about the corner. And then on here we've got, it's different for every machine, so I don't know whether it would say this on your machine, but on my machine it should say something like set paper size. That should be the key you're looking for. This one says set cut area, so if I press that on my screen, it's now saying paper is at 6 by 11, 11 by /16, so you know what size your paper is. I look forward to your parcel when I come off live, Sonja, to see what you thought of it. I came in late and I didn't know what kind of machine it is. Oh, this is a circuit machine. It cuts out shapes, letters, all different things. It's called a circuit, CRICUT, and it's got like a little face. I don't know whether you guys can see that, a little face under the name. But yeah, that's what it's called, a circuit machine. It cuts out, you can cut paper, fabric, a lot out of it. So now I've told the machine what size my paper is. Okay, it's on my wish list. It's a circuit Cricut cutting machine. Thank you, Shannon. It's like the face of Cricut. Yeah, that's it. but I'm calling this the ladybird cutter because she doesn't hurt me, not like the glue gun. So I'm gonna now, my setting is on 1/4 of an inch. So whatever pattern I cut now is going to be on 1/4 of an inch. Because I want you guys to see it, I'm going to set it to 1 inch and then we can go up from there. I'm going to bring it down just that little bit and I'm going to go across to my left and then I'm going to start cutting. So, I don't know, let's pick a snowflake. Let's pick, oh, I don't know, this one. It says Accent 7LY. Actually tells you on there what the names are called as well. Not for public viewing. Right, so I'm going to press cut and it's now cutting the machine, and that's all there is to it. So it's cutting out the pattern, and the minute it stops, it's done. Right, so I'm going to come down a little bit. I'm going to bring it up to 1/2 inch now, 1.5 inches. And then I'm going to try something else. If there's any specific pattern you guys want me to cut out, then just shout and I'll do that. Let's go for this one. The top, it says Snowflake 2. So let's cut that. And it's cutting their pattern out. And that's all there is. So you can spend all day cutting these shapes out. Come down again, and I'm going to go across this time to the middle of the page. I'm going to go up to 2 inches and I'm going to cut, I don't know, this one. And then I'm going to show you guys what it does. Call mine that too when it doesn't cut that good. It also tells you often what the size is not compatible. It does tell you. If the size is right, say for example I flicked it all the way up to, because this can go all the way up to 25 inches, I flicked it to 7 inches. Now I know my paper's here, I've got about 5.5 inches, so 7 is not going to cut, right? So if I cut, I press, I don't know, let's get a pattern up here. So I press that and I press cut. It's now telling me characters won't fit. Change settings, so change the size, or press cut again to cut as many as will fit on the page. So it's telling me that the pattern won't, my 7-inch snowflake is not going to fit in the gap I have left. So if I bring it down to 3 inches and press cut, it cuts. So although it's cutting, it will tell you when it can't fit on any on the machine. And that's why you need the gap at the back. Is there any questions so far? Okay, you can do 5 times 7. Yeah, you can. So I'm going to unload that now because I definitely want you to see the pattern. Salvage Garden says, okay, so possibly can do 5 times 7. Yeah, you can do a smaller sheet. I'll actually do that because there is a way of fitting your pattern on a small sheet of paper. So on the mat, like I loaded it up, there says unload mat. The blade goes back, the paper comes towards me. I'm going to move this just up and I'm going to just close that a second. I'm going to use my scraper. Because of the tackiness, right, so can you see how that's cut? So if I take the amount, then you'll have a clear idea of what it's actually doing. See? So that's one snowflake. That was the 3-inch snowflake. These were a lot smaller. And then to get those pieces out, that's where this little gadget comes in. Now, it does quite sharp. It does work. So I'm doing cogs next, yes, ladies? I think that's on the same one I can cut my card out of as well. So there's the other one. See? My mat is 12 by, oh my, it's fascinating. We'll cut a chipboard as long as it's not too thick. Final fabric cut. Yeah, all that. You just need to set your blade to, if you were cutting out chipboard, you'd need to set it to 6 because it's a lot thicker. Let me see. Just get the little bits, and you can use these snowflakes, or you can use the card. This will take a little bit longer because I'm cutting it out. So that's my snowflakes. Can you see what I mean by patterns? Now you can cut out 3 or 4 and interlock them. By that I mean, say these were the same size, I'm going to put the smaller one down. You would literally interlock them like that. Obviously they're the same size, and then you've got your 3D snowflake. So those are the snowflakes. I'm going to put them to one side for the second. And what are we doing next? Isn't it cogs next? Am I thinking that right? What price is the machine? Well, the machine, you need to look around. Now, I had a look on eBay today. You want to get the excess off your mat first before you begin with another cutters. I had a look on eBay today. Now, you need to have a look in your local charity shops too, because I had mine given to me. I was quite lucky when the lady gave it to me. She didn't quite, I don't know whether she knew exactly what to do with it. I don't know, and I wouldn't like to speculate or say. But the machine can cost quite a lot of money. But if you have a look on eBay, have a look at the machine itself. So you know where you see pictures. It can range up to £150 to £200. Or it can go up even higher. That depends on whether you're buying it brand new or you're paying for a second hand. I've had this second hand, and like I say, all I replace is the blades, the mat and the spray. That's it, nothing else. Shannon's right, yeah, it can vary. Second hand cost me 150. There we are. Polly, I use my big shot for this kind of thing, but then I don't use that very often, so would not really be a good investment for me. However, if anyone wants to give me one, and she said, well, I would have if you said that about a year ago. There's the tiny one we cut out as well, see? So you can use the card as well. There's nothing stopping you, because you've already got your shapes on your card. There's nothing stopping you using the card. I'm just going to put this away, and then I'm going to use the cogs, because I know Shannon wanted me to use the cogs. But the shops in the US have millions and tons of money for import fees. All my days. Yeah, I would say have a look on eBay. Is this the cogs one? I'm sure it is. So on this one, it works a bit different. So I'm going to put my cartridge in. I'm going to put my keypad on my buttons. I'm going to flick it to some cogs because Miss Shannon wants me to do cogs. I thought she might since she saw it. Let me see if I can find them now. They're in here somewhere. Oh, I can see it. I can see them on the thing. Right, where did I put my paper? Should we use pattern paper, ladies? Right, so this is a bit smaller. I am going to be making something as well with the patterns that we use tonight. Ollie, that is funny. I got mine from Bedlam Crafts on eBay. If you don't see one on Messenger Chris, and he will try and help us when he got time. Yeah, I got my I got 3 cartridges coming off him, and they cost £10 each, which is really cheap, and there's nothing wrong with them. But yeah, I got mine coming as well. I can't wait for that. So a smaller piece of paper. It's not going to fill the whole sheet. I don't want it to. Make sure it lands in that little green corner. Now, because I've already sprayed this, I don't need to spray it again because the tack will stay there. Right? I'm going to line it up just in front of the roller. I'm going to press load mat. Now that needs to come. Bear with me, ladies, because I'm running out of room. How can one lady run out of room? It's easy, just come here and craft for me. Is that poor Chris, he's going to have his hands full. He will after this. I think all the EU countries have a curse of custom fees. Is that in the UK, Shannon? Shannon's on about a gentleman on eBay. He does do UK. I wouldn't like to say he does overseas, but he's worth an ask. I mean, he's a really nice gentleman. Really nice gentleman. He combines postage. So say you wanted one thing and another, it'll combine it all together, so you're not paying double postage. And I've actually had some Tim Holtz inks off him for £6.50. What I paid that for one, and then because I bought some inks, pen inks off him, he said that the inks weren't working as well as he'd like to, so he gave me £5 off. And I went, and he was going to give me the £5 back, and I said, don't worry, I tell you what, put it to one of the Tim Holtz inks and then I'll just pay you the rest. And then that's what he did. So he's really honest. I mean, he didn't have to tell me the inks weren't working and these pens weren't working as well as they'd like, but he did, and he gave me £5 off my Tim Holtz inks. Tell him we said hello if you message him. Yeah, I'll message him tonight. I'll say I've got a ton of ladies on YouTube, they're gunning for your shop, be ready. So I've put, this one is called Paper Lace 2. I've loaded the mat. Now I'm going to bring my blade to the corner of my paper. A little bit more, right? And then I'm going to set current area. So it says, wait a sec, it says paper is 6 by 8, which it is 6 by 8. Can't find that name on eBay. Right, I'm going to write it down. Somebody remind me, because I'm going to forget, and I know I am. I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper to put it in the comment section. So if I put Bedlam Crafts into the comment section, if you still can't find him, I'll put him into the comment section. Now I did have those. I'm looking for something now. Why am I looking for it? What I have next to me? Obviously not collect. No, can't find it. Right. Right. So I've set it to current area. I'm gonna go down a little bit and across, and we want the cogs. So I want to make the cogs a little bit bigger, because otherwise Shannon will shout at me. I'm gonna go, I don't know, we said 6 by, what was it, 6 by 8? So we're going to go 4 inches. This is the cog section. I'm just going to press it and it says gear BDR. I'm going to press that. Why isn't that working? Oh, I haven't pressed the features. So this is where your book comes in. I've got to find it now. All right, okay. So these are the features. On this keypad, it worked a little bit different to the Snowflake one. This pad has 4 features. Those 4 features do different patterns. So for example, we got lace 1, so that's 1 feature. We've got lace 2, that's another feature. Font, which is your letter, your wording, how you want it. Your base shadow gives you the shape of your shapes. Lace 1 shadow and lace 2 shadow. So there's actually 6, not 4. And each feature has its own patterns. So because Miss Shannon wants the cogs, we are working on this section. Now in these books, they actually give you a guide like this to what your what feature gives you what patterns. Yay, well done, Shannon. Put this item in eBay, search after the live, it'll lead you to the Cricut cartridge. See, I'm going to tell him that I got everybody looking for him now. So the feature I'm using is called Laced 1. And this is all the patterns it's given me. Every single one. It's given me, obviously, load and unload mat, which I've explained. It's given me repeat, clear, space, backspace and all that. So we're going to go with lace 1. Because Miss Shannon wants the cog, we're going to press the cogs. Now, each feature, before I press the cogs, so for example, this is font. Each feature has a different pattern, different lettering or whatever. But if you have a look at this and then have a look at that, they're 2 different things. Can you see how this has got lettering on? It's got some shapes on, but this is covered in design. This is why you need the handbook, because without this book, you're never going to find all the patterns. So all these patterns, these fonts, these numbers are in the font feature. So there's 6. Bye, Shannon. I got to go, lady. Sorry, lovely. To have helped a little. Take care. Oh, bye, Shannon. Oh, bless you, Shan. Right. So yeah. So each feature has letters and numbers. Now, this one has got font. So the font one would be that one. And then say I wanted to spell, I don't know, let me spell Polly, right? Now, I've got to look on here and go, right, so P is there. It says clear display there. So that would be the P. That would be the P. Yeah, P. O. It's not that one. It's one in L. L. And then Y, I've got to count from the clear space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6. That one. We're going to go turn it down a little notch to, I don't know, 1.5. Now it's going to cut Polly's name. But you need to count where the buttons are, because the keyboard on the handbook is different to the keyboard in front of you. That's why you need the handbook. That must be because I am being good. Yes, you are, Polly, my dear. You were being good. And if you wanted to check that it's... Now it's giving me a T, so it's spelt P-O-L-L-T. So, okay, mistake. We're going to tap in Y. So I must have counted it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and cut. Now it'll cut the Y for me. Right. Now I want to do the cogs. So I'm going to go across, back up. I'm going to come in a little bit and I'm going to do the cogs now. So take the feature off. And we're going to go, characters won't fit, right? So basically it's telling me that it's too big. So 1 inch. And he's going to cut me some cogs out now. Yes, you are, lol. There's something wrong with you. Being good. I know, Polly's never good. You and Shannon are never good. So it's cutting out cogs for me. If I wanted a single cog, which, let me see, I did see them. Where did I see the single cog? There's a single cog on here somewhere. So bring it down. Oops. So you can play about with it all day long. It just gives you, there it is, font. So go back to font, and then it's 1, 2, 3 in, 1, 2, 3 in. Now that says celebrate on the keypad, but it isn't on the handbook, see? I'm going to cut that out now, single cog. Right, so I'm going to unload the mat. I'm going to take it off, and it should say Polly's name with a T in it. There's the out. Rosie, be quiet, girl. Minus the T. See? And that would be Polly's name. And then this then would be the cog. Now, the paper didn't move. I moved. It's only done half a cog. But this is the full pattern. And then you would sort of take each section out, and that would give you the running cog as I showed you right at the beginning. Now I'm going to put that to one side, and I'm going to cut my card out. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight, is the card. So you get the idea of how this works. So I'm going to put that to one side. I am going to put my paper in, which I've put down some my paper in. Which I'm going to use this paper. And I'm going to do a card using the machine. Because the machine can give off some really nice card patterns. Now, I can't remember whether it's on this one or the other one. Let me see. No, it's this one. So we'll use all three. So, this away. And then when I'm going to cut my card out, and then we're going to do a card with all the patterns that I've cut out earlier and cut out tonight. You sort of get how it works. So there's tons, I mean, I've just showed you what couple patterns, but it can do almost anything. I'm going to put this in now. This one hasn't got a handbook. It came with that handbook, but when you buy it, it will come with one. Mine didn't. So I'm going to put that in there. Right, now there's a secret button on you. Unless you're sitting there all day cutting out patterns, you're not ever going to find it. So, on here we've got, I'm going to load this paper back in. I'm going to bring it down. Now, my paper is right at the top, so I don't need to set paper size. I don't need to tell the machine that it's a bit smaller than it usually is. I'm going to whack it up because I want a really good size card. So say 6 would be that small. 7 inches. Now, there's a button on here called Shift. This little button, I only found out today what it does. You can see how it's got like an X and then a shape in the corner. That Shift button is to switch it from the letter to the shape that's in the corner. That took me all day to find that out. And that gives me the shapes. So I want to do a card. So I don't even need to use the features, although they're really pretty to use. I'm going to use this button, and it's going to give me the card shape that I need. And I'm going to, characters won't fit, so let me do 6 inches. Nope. Why won't it? Oh, I know. Let's come in. Oh. 5. Page display. Oh, machine. Come on. Here we are. Now it's cutting out my card, so I don't have to make one. And it's cutting it out on this fancy paper as well. So, is there any questions? I hope I've answered everybody's questions. I think we're going to do, I did want to do butterflies, 3D butterflies. We'll have a tag, so we're going to shift it. I'm going to cut the tag out. Now that's cut me up a letter because I didn't press the shift instead of. So unload paper. You'll see what it's done now. That's cut me up the letter because I didn't press the shift. See, that's my card. I've now got the oval and I've got freaking J. Right, let me cut out this. I hope I've sort of, I'd like to think that I've answered everything. But like I say, with this type of machine, you've got, well, you can just sit here all day and play, you know. I'm going to load it back in. Let me think. There's no butterflies on this one. Where's the butterflies? I wanted a tag, didn't I? So load paper. Oh, stop. Shift. That one. Tag. Cut me out tag where I look for the butterflies. I think the butterflies are on this one, paper lace 2. Enjoy you wear a sweater and here it is I'm wearing a cardigan. Actually you have 2 things, the name and the template, like a stencil. Yep, that's correct, Argyle. Excited. You're excited, Polly. Don't worry, Andrea, no. I'm envy you, Claire. You wear a sweater. It's 38 degrees. So I'm going to cut a few tags out because I may as well, since I've got it in the machine. So this is this button here clears. So I've put that in, and I know because this is coming up, it's going to press. It's going to cut the letter instead of the shape. So if I clear the display, so it goes back, I've click shift and then I click the tag button, it comes up with tag. Cut that, and then I'm going to cut 3 different size butterflies. Nearly. Ooh, I think it's done that again. Never mind. No, it has given me a tag. Good girl. There we are. It's given me 2. Right, so I'm going to put this away. And then I'm going to cut the butterflies out and we're going to do a 3D butterfly. Alright, I know you haven't got your cartridge in. No need to shout at me. No. There's that, and then we want some paper. So what has everybody been up to? Has everybody been crafting? I'll tell you what, I've been making some Sharon's shoe. I'll show you that in a bit. Right, where's the butterfly clap? If you're facing me. Butterfly. Let me see if I can find the butterfly while I'm waiting. So, what has everything? The weather has been nice to you, Sandra. It doesn't rain. It's cold. All the time. Oh, yeah, you are. Lace shadow. Lace shadow 2. Lace shadow 2. And let me see. Shadow 2. Not quite I'm looking for. Oh, how's it gone funny now? Because I'm trying to find it quick. Bear with me, guys. Oh, yeah, lace shadow 2 in that one. And then I want to cut it at, I don't know, say 2 inch. Me a 2 inch one. I'm gonna cut a 2.5. Did I say 2? And then I'm gonna cut 3 as well. So what you guys say in change of weather? The weather has been nice to you. It's like sunshine over for me. I had a great day at the end of the night. Yes, I was happy when I read your message, Sandra. Oh, bless you. So they've cut out the butterflies, and I'm going to put another one in, a little bit bigger to size. As you can see, they've cut a really decent butterflies, and then we can do a 3D project. So I'm going to go with that paper. Bear in mind, you can get bigger ones, bigger machines. Load mat. Three inches. Oh, stop. Before you decide to cut machine. So that didn't cut, so I stopped it before it cut, and there's the stop button there. So lace shadow 2. Wait a minute. Clear display. Unload mat. And then we've got our 3rd butterfly. So I'm going to put this machine down, and then I can give Chris and Anna the heads up that they may need to step like a crafting family. I'm sure he will do all he can to help best he can. Okay. I was going to message him later, but it's okay. As long as somebody's done it. Love this. The Stamped Egg from Crafting a Family. Oh, bless you guys. Right, now I'm going to move that down the side of me. It's not heavy one bit. And I'm going to do a card. Now, there's my card. There's the cogs. Shannon, they do come up a bit better than that. You just take the pieces out. I'll send you some up if you want. And then there's my tags, because I'm going to put some tags on here as well. You've got a great toy there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that machine. I'm going to make a card now, so don't disappear. Welcome back, Shannon. Right, so I'm going to fold my piece of paper. Right, I've got 3 butterflies here. Now they might be too big. Maybe. They might be too big. It's okay. If they're big, that's fine. Because that doesn't mean I can't use them. It just means I won't be able to use them on this project. Can you pass my inks first, please?
Yep. Everyone doing?
Everyone's doing okay, I think. You have a great toy there, Claire. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to bring on my other patterns, my spools, which I love. I love the spools.
Gosh, got a bloody big mess of paper on the bloody table. I mean, you got a lovely lot of stuff on the table. Yeah, some more.
Right, I'm getting my ink pads out now. Because this paper is textured, you can almost cut these out in use them as tags. But I'm going to ink the sides up with my ink. Just ink them up. Where's the knife now? Rattling again, girls. So I'm going to ink it all the way up. Now, you can get some that has got birds on. I think my new cartridges have got birds on. Right, now I want to ink the inside of that up. So to do that, I'm going to use my brush. I'm trying to think what brush I'm going to use. I'm going to use this brush. Not the brush I would normally use. And I'm just going around these edges to ink them up. So tonight, since you guys have just seen, I've just stamped some images out, all different types of images. Tonight I'm actually doing a giveaway. There was a surprise. Hi Deanna. You have a great toy there. Thank you, Sonja. Deanna says it's a really cool machine. Thank you, Deanna. So I'm doing a giveaway tonight. I'm going to print off a ton of images from my machine. Some of them are going to be on patterns. Some of them are going to be just all different types of images. You'll even get some of the papers that have got the patterns on, so you can use the papers. So completely and utterly up to you how you use it. And I think it's a nice way to use it up as well. So I can't remember who won last time. But my rule is on my Facebook group where I'm looking for black ink. My rule is that if the same person's won twice in a row, that they miss the third time out. And I don't think we've had the same person win, have we? Twice in a row. So I'm gonna, once I've made this card, and you're interested, having some shapes off me, because not everybody's got the machine, not everybody can afford it, or as lucky as I was to receive such a beautiful machine. that's what I'm going to do. I'm just inking those edges. Actually, I think I might use the snowflake image. So I've inked those images in there as well. And because the card is folded in half, I run twice. No, twice in a row. Did you run twice in a row, Sonja? I don't think you did. I mean twice in a row. Sorry, my darling. That's what I meant. Okay. Oh, wrong lid, Clad. Wrong lid. Now, I like using these inks. These are Pearlescent Pigment Ink Pad. I don't think you did, Sonja. No, you wouldn't have won twice in a row. I would have noted it down on my board behind me. No, you haven't. So if you want to be in a chance, let me know. And then I can enter you in. Now, I'm going to use a snowflake image, I think. Because it's coming up to Christmas. Now I'm going to just ink those edges with this pale green. Okay. So when I receive my new inks, I will show you guys. Because I've got birds and Sonja and Angie Paisley. I thought you'd disappeared, Angie. I didn't think you were still there because you'd gone quiet. Okay. So I'm just inking the edges with this nice green colour. Can you see? Beautiful green. Right, and I'm going to write your names down, otherwise I'm going to forget who wants to be in. It's only for the crafters in the No, it's not for the crafters in Facebook group. No. It's for anybody that's watching me that wants to be in this giveaway. So Sonja. And I'm writing your names down because I'm going to put them in my famous hat. And Angie. So, if you want to be in the chance of winning this, right, Holly, I will even print your name out in letters like I did Polly's name, in letters like that, and that'll even go in the thing. Holly Gargoyle. Writing your names down so I can put them in my hat. Yeah, even to the USA. Sonja lives in Netherlands and she's won before my giveaways, and I've sent them over to there. Oh, Angie, I'm just saying that I'm going to do a card. I'm going to do this card a little bit different, and I'm doing a bit of a giveaway. I'm going to cut a load of patterns out because not everybody can afford a nice machine like that. Or as lucky as I was when I had mine given to me. And I'm going to cut a load of cut a load of patterns out. You'll have some of the patterns that are already on the piece of paper. You'll have your name that's printed out, and it'll be sent over. So I'm writing your names down as we speak, so that when the end of the live's finished, all your names will be put into. Right, Shannon. Deanna, yeah, okay, my darling. So, I've got those names written down. So if there's anybody else, I'll write them down. I'll stop and write them down. So I'm gonna do some snowflakes. I'm just, because that's pink, I don't want to go too wild with the green. You have, so you don't have to put. I have one. Yes, okay, you're having one. Right, the way I work my giveaways is if you won twice in a row, so if you win 2 giveaways in a row, you missed the 3rd time. If you've won before and you didn't win the following time, you can be entered in into the giveaway. As long as you haven't won twice in a row, and I'll write it down on my board, whoever has, so I can keep track, then you can be entered in. So it doesn't really matter if you've won before, as long as it's not twice in a row. Deanna, I've got your name down, my darling. Don't you worry, I am there. So I'm going to ink both sides. And because that's got an opening to the card, I'm actually going to make, I did print out a bigger snowflake. Did I print out bigger snowflake? Let me see. You're welcome. I've tried planting a cog in the garden, but the tree never grows, Shannon. It would have been great. Bless you guys. Right, I'm looking for a snowflake. Now I'm going to have to use this one. Where's my small scissors? Just cutting the end, pinching the ends off. You. For the next bit, I'm going to have to use my glue gun. So I need to plug him in soon. There. That one's that one. So I'm just inking the edges with my pearlescent green. It gives it a bit of a shine to it, this kind of ink pad. I get my ink pads from eBay. I can't think of the seller, and they're not that expensive either. So I'm going to turn it round and do the back. And I always put head mount, a little bit of a good giveaways. Claire, you only need cogs as I only need cogs as I've not got that cartridge. Don't enter my name for the draw as I have a machine over 1,000. Alright, okay, Chan, that's no problems. And I got this one to do. You could make your machine, your card white. I've just decided to go with the snowflake theme because I know we're in August before anybody says anything, but you know yourself, if anybody makes any Christmas stuff, you've got to make it early to have it for Christmas. Not unless you made it last year and I kept it in a drawer. So that's why I'm doing snowflakes, just to do it that a little bit different. So I've edged my edges with green. Now I want to knock my glue gun on, which I need my glue gun for. Which one is this? This one, isn't it? My tea's gone cold as well. Never mind. Right. I'm going to move these out the way. Since I've cut those butterflies, whoever wins can have those butterflies. I don't mind. Right, I need some of this acetate. So I've got some clear acetate here. Now, I buy my acetate quite thin. It's not flimsy. It's, you can, I've seen it, I've seen it happen. You can save, you know, the acetate on food packaging? Chocolate boxes, any type of food packaging, you can save that and use that for what I'm about to do. But I like buying my acetate quite thin because I make miniatures. I do a lot with acetate that do windows and stuff, bay windows, etc. And I quite like using acetate for that. Now, I you've got some of these sequins, and they're white sequins. They're absolutely different shapes, different colours, and all the rest of it. So I got some of that. And let me think. Yeah, Chris, I can't reach. Look at that tiny little card. Can you imagine doing a tiny card for your doll's house? Can you pass me that box that's got the Christmas tree stuff in? That's
This
it.
stuff?
Yeah.
Are you going down?
Since you're there, you can keep an eye on the comments.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, you've robbed my seat.
I know you are.
Have your machine done it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, YouTube. Right. You don't need this at the minute, do you?
I want to put a bell or two in there.
Keep an eye on the comments.
I've got some bells. Do you know if any sequins, Chris?
No, I've got loads of top. You got loads of tops that got sequins on.
No. Where are my tops? Thank you.
Then not.
I like how you're suggesting to use my things, just like the watch.
I ain't got no sequins on my clothes.
Are you sure? I've seen them.
Not this month.
I've seen them. I'm going to cut this acetate to size. Now I'm going to put it on the back of my front of my edge, and I'm going to cut it to size. Diana says, "Oh, he has got sequins, ladies. He's lying." Tell the truth, Chris. It's all right. We're all ladies. We all understand that you got a feminine side. It's fine.
Don't wanna. At least I wear my sequin clothes.
Right. Now, I haven't got a picture. Have I got a picture, a Christmas picture? Can you think of one?
No.
I'll tell you what I have got.
You might have in that blue box up there.
Yeah.
The blue box. You might have like a
I
little.
don't think I have. Let me see if I got one. See how he knows where everything is, ladies.
Funny that I can't even craft. That's my problem.
I'll tell you what I have got is the Beatrix Potter ones.
Well, that's not Christmas then, is it?
No, it's not, but it's Beatrix Potter.
Yeah.
No, it's not wrong shape. Wait a sec. Let me find a Christmas one. That is sort of a Christmassy one, isn't it?
Cut glue dot in half.
Cut a glue dot in half. He knows better than you. Way to go, Chris.
Yeah.
He does, actually. You know where everything belongs in this room, don't you, Chris? I played you.
It's probably because I put it all there.
Funny. I'm going to use Beatrix Potter. Thinks it's funny, ladies, and he isn't.
You're going to regret having me on it or something.
Yeah, no. Tell me about it. No.
No, I think that's too square, but...
Yeah, by the time you see it, it'll be over there, look. See?
Well, there's a circle there. Why don't you cut around the circle?
No, shush now, you.
I don't know. Oh, I'm not.
Wait, I've done that on the wrong side. See, it's talking to you, that is.
But you told me to sit down. Sandra put... Oh, that's a little... Hang on. He knows better than you. Way to go, Chris.
Yeah, no, I did saw that.
And then it says, oh, that's a lovely picture for that.
I had these pictures from an eBay seller. She does make kits up.
Oh, I thought you were looking for glue.
No, I put my glue gun on. Holly, I put my glue gun on.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm gonna. What I've done, I've stick the picture to the acetate. I need to stick the top bit, otherwise the sequins are gonna go through the top.
We ain't got no sequence unless you dressing up some of your clothes, don't you?
Right, that'll do. I know it's a bit messy, but you won't get the... Right, I'm going to put glue there, there and there. I'm going to leave my gap at the top to put my sequins through.
Yeah, who said that? Polly. Polly said I thought you were looking for glue.
No, I was putting my glue gun on, Polly, because I forgot to put it on. Because I had the machine on, and Chris doesn't give me all the plugs in the house.
Will be a shabby chic Christmas card.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's what I'm aiming for anyway. Right, can you see how I've got the image there? Now what I did forget to do, because Chris is talking to me, I'm going to blame him. I forgot
Don't blame me.
to put some acetate on the front.
Gargoyle, lovely accessories. Are you going to stick it down?
I don't know. How am I going to stick it down? I'm going to knock him out now in a minute. He's going to be banned from my room. You carry on.
Or you could use them glue sticker things, like who was it that said it? Somebody said something. Yeah, there we are. Polly cut a glue dot in half. There, see? Put a glue dot there. I don't know what glue dots are, but yeah,
Oh, I know what she's saying. Because you're talking to me. That's what it is. I'm blaming it on you.
Down and read the comments. Yeah, somebody's got, I have stuck acetate with 4 glue dots before now. 1 on each corner, kiss kiss. Yeah, I'm not very good at this reading.
Yeah. No, go and sit down.
Of course, it's always Chris's fault.
Yes, of course it is.
Yeah, but then I come up with the good ideas.
So how would you stick the acetate on the front? Now I've stuck the back on.
Glue dot things. Oh, the glue dots are the glue gun thing. Why don't you use the foam pad things?
No, that won't work.
Why not?
It won't.
Couldn't
I'm going to use tacky glue instead.
Couldn't you put bit of random now? But couldn't you
As he says, as I'm doing it.
Oh right, I didn't know you were doing that. Or couldn't you just stick a piece of acetate over the top of it?
Oh well, that's a good idea, Chris. Why didn't I think of that? Because I didn't think of it. That's why I'm gluing it. You're good. Getting your programme on.
No, I don't watch Manchester United. They're crap.
Right. I've got some acetate on the front.
I'm gonna leave it to it. Do you want your circuit thing back?
No, it's fine.
Right up. Enjoy your card, ladies.
Oh, you can write their names down on a piece of paper so I can draw it in a bit.
What, you're gonna draw everybody's name? Like as in drawing? I don't.
I've written it on that notepad.
Well, where's the notepad?
But be very careful, ladies. Minus Shannon, because Shannon wants just the cogs.
Ah, right, okay.
You two crack me up.
So do you know what? Do you know what? Right, hang on. Shh, now. Important information.
Go on then, important information. You down with the crew this week?
Yeah, down with the crew.
Down with the crew this week.
Can everybody comment so that I can see what your name is?
No, it's there, look. Chris.
Oh, well, is that everybody's
Yes.
name? So what are you asking me to write
Just
people's
write
names?
it on a piece of paper and then scribble it so I can put it in the hat.
Oh, I still don't get what you mean.
Cut the names out so I can stick it in the hat.
Oh, right, okay. Apart from Shannon.
There
right.
we are.
Okay,
There
I thought
we
you said,
are.
oh, get everybody's name. And I was like,
Right, some sequins.
apart from Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon's been awkward. Tell you what, she don't have to talk yet, I tell you what. Start having to put a... Right, I made a pocket now. I'm going to put the sequins in. be a little bit too much. There we are, that's enough. And then I'm going to put...
Well, there's two Angies, isn't there?
Yeah, Angie Paisley and Angie Brown.
Well, you've only got one Angie on
here. I don't know. Right, and there's a snowflake in there. Shall I put that one in, ladies, or shall I put the other one in? This one. That one's got more of a pattern to it. No, that takes up too much room. That'll do. Right. And then I'm going to glue it. I'm quiet. I agree with Shannon. I've been a good tonight. You have, Shannon. It's just been all Polly's fault. I got to blame it on somebody. Chris has been in there.
Well, you usually blame it on me whether I'm in here or not. But where's your pen up?
Right, now I put some glue at the top without burning my fingers because Chris is reaching for stuff around me. Need my spatula.
So.
I'm just going to squish the top down to secure with it so the sequins don't come out. And then you've got sequins remove. There we are. Sequins to move. There's a snowflake in there. It's just stuck because of the glue. There's a snowflake in there and a bit of spot pattern.
That's everybody's name.
Thank you very much. And then to finish it off, I've got sequins everywhere, ladies. Sequins everywhere. So it's a Christmas, shabby chic Christmas card. You couldn't even cross the two if you tried.
I had my name. Sorry.
No, I didn't. I didn't mention you at all.
Didn't mention me at all, no.
Go on. I've got some leaves next to me. They're on a string. And what I'm going to do... I did, ladies. I made these beforehand. And the reason... Oopsie, oh giggle, spell alert. You have... I can't read that, Shannon! Yes. You want cogs after that? I don't know what to say. I'm going to put a little bit of glue there for the leaves to come down. You want cogs after that? Well. I've got these white flowers now. They're like, I don't know how you would describe them. I bought a big bunch of them from Wish. Wish, make a wish. I didn't burn myself one bit. Not doing that again. Let me get this glue stick. Right, and then I need some sort of a flower from the top. Should I go yellow? I dyed these yellow flowers last night, I think. I don't know what she means, Shannon. I don't know what Shannon means. I'm not reading that out. No way am I reading that out. Shannon wants cogs. Anyway, I dyed these with this little stencil brush. Using that, I don't know whether I've showed you guys how I make my yellow paint. But I dyed it with making that. But I mix Cosmetic Shimmer and oh god, I'm trying to think now. Cosmetic Shimmer, water and a bit of PVA glue. I need a little bit more flowers, Colette. going off. And I've done some roses, small tiny roses. Got one more thing to stick on this, and then I can draw the names. I hope I haven't been too long tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. I was, well, I had the thought to do the machine the other day, and I was thinking, maybe I won't explain it right. But so I'm glad Gargoyle said you've explained it all right. I would have panicked. I'm going to twist my wire around like I usually do. I like my wire twisted. And they like springs. That's the only way to describe them. So it's a shabby chic Christmas card. You can't, do you know, somebody said that to you, you've got a shabby chic Christmas card. Tell them to come and watch my channel. And then I've got the last one. And then I bought some pearl string. And I'm just going to put some around that inner frame. Loads of it. And all I did was pay for postage. I'll show you now. Right. That's my flowers, my greenery done. And I did make this. Now the spring has, I love to see what the machine was and how it worked. Oh, thank you, Gargoyle. Nothing that needs to repeat it by. Nothing that needs to repeat. You did well, Claire. Thank you, guys. I have missed what was going on. My boy's mother had to call their dad. Oh, it's okay. Change subject. Beautiful card, Claire. Can I come off the naughty step now? I don't know. Can you? Right, look how much pearl string I got, ladies. It's tons, yeah. And all I did was pay for postage. And it was something like, I don't know, £3 postage. It was not a lot at all. So I'm just going to stick it on the inner rim of that circle. I'm going to start with one side. Shannon wants cogs. And I'm going to go right around. Really sets it off. Oops. And whoever wins tonight, I will put a special message inside just from me to you. There we are. I'm just going to stick that down, otherwise he's going to disappear. That is my little Christmas card. Love to see what the machine was. Deanna, wow, nice. And Polly said, Leslie just brought me a coffee, bless. He's not crafting tonight, Colette. Something to keep forever. Yes, definitely. And the sequins do go up and down. It's just the glue is drying. So they do move. I promise you that. You've got a bit of potter, but it's a little card, but to show you how the machine works. Now, I have names in front of me. Chris has just cut them up. Minus Shannon. No, I'll send you some cogs. Angie Brown, Angie Paisley, Polly, Deanna, Sonja and Gargoyle. Have I missed anybody out that wants to be entered? So yes or no? And like I say, I'll print some loads of shapes out. I'll send the ones over that I've already coloured, and then you can play with them as much as little as you want to. But that's what I thought could happen. Right, here's my hat. Oops. It was good. It's good for me. Right, okay. I don't think I've missed anybody. If I have, the sequins I've stuck on the bottom, that's because of the glue. But everything else does move. See? And you can put all sorts in. You could put glitter. Glitter would look nice in these type of cards. But that looks pretty, doesn't it? Looks really pretty. Right, you see the hat. There's my famous hat. Everybody likes my hat on the, I haven't got a bell on the hat. It's a bell here. Look, I was going to put it on, but never mind. Everybody likes my hat on the Facebook group. Now, I'm going to fold them up the same. And then Chris then comes in. Nothing in his hands. He doesn't know how I folded them. They've all been folded the same. And then he picks the winner. So I will say congratulations before I've drawn it. I will all fold it the same, fold it in half and then half again. Like I say, I'll cut loads of shapes out, and you'll have the shapes and some of the card as well that the shapes have been cut out, and then you'll also have the card with a special message from me inside it. So I hope tonight's helped with that machine. Like I say, if there's anything else you want to ask, then I can always answer it. Try. But yeah, they're worth an investment. I mean, it gives you so much patterns. So it just varies. All of it does. And like I say, it just gives you so much to do. So you could sit there all day and just cut patterns out. Chris, can you come and draw this for me, please? So Chris is on his way, hopefully, to draw my patterns out. The stick and spray, Amazon, $6.99. But yeah, I use it. It's a personal thing. You don't have to use it, but I do tend to use it. Christopher! Ladies, call Chris. Quick. Chris! Oh, he's coming. He's coming. I've heard it. Yeah.
They all want my reading skills back, don't they?
They all want your reading skills back.
Oh no, I don't really read that.
No. They want you to show that you got nothing in your hands first of all. That's only one hand.
Well, I'm not going to bring both hands out. Alright, hang on a minute. I got this one.
Alright, and I'll pick somebody from the hat.
Pick somebody from the hats.
Congratulations, everybody. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good
yeah,
luck
not
was the word.
Congratulations. Tired.
I'm tired.
It's bedtime.
It's bedtime. The winner is, drum roll, Chris. Angie B. Angie Brown, you have won the shapes. Congratulations, you've also won that little card as well. So this card and a ton of shapes will be coming your way, and I might put a bit of paper inside that as well.
Congratulations.
So, congratulations, Angie Brown. And to show that everybody's names were still in the hat, we have Polly, Angie Paisley, Sonja, Deanna, and Gargoyle. So they were still in the hat. And then Angie P. So I will cut out loads of shapes and I will send them to you. Shannon, you're not having your cogs because of your rude comment earlier on. No, I'm messing. Congratulations, everybody. Well, like I say, thank you for watching tonight. I hope I've been interesting and enjoyable. And you've learned how the circuit machine works and how I got those big, huge, gigantic hearts last week. And like I say, yeah, if you can pick one up, pick one up. I would say it gives you so much versatility. It's unbelievable. Yes, I will, Angie Brand. That's fine. Yes. Yes, Shannon. Of course, Shannon. 3 bags full, Shannon. Night, ladies. Thanks, Colette, for showing us the circuit. Well, I'm going to say good night to everybody. And I will say thank you for watching, everybody. If anybody has a problem with finding that seller on eBay, give me a shout and I will put it in the comment section. But thank you all for joining me tonight. I will be back on Saturday at 7:30 to do another little project yet again. So thank you all for watching, and I will speak to you all on Saturday. Take care now. Bye for now.